Okay. Alright, what's it called? Hello, it's Megan here. Or for short, I forced myself to have a nickname, Megz, with the Z in the end. Um, Obviously, was it? I live in Sacramento, California. But I think since there's not really much for me here in the states, I did tell my mom because she wants to go back to American Samoa because they've been living in Seattle, Washington. With my other siblings because like to help out with the family and stuff. But she wants to go back to American Samoa and to the islands because that's where her heart is, where they lived for all their lives. Not all their lives, where she lived ever since she married, ever since she met my dad and married. Basically my parents. Ever since they met, and then they lived in American Samoa since forever. But I think they had a stint at Hawaii, but then they couldn't fully move to Hawaii. I think because my dad doesn't have. He only has a green card. He's not a was it U.S. citizen or U.S. national, and so they stayed in American Samoa because there's Western Samoa. My dad was born in Western Samoa, and my mom American Samoa. So they've been living in American Samoa since I could remember, since I was born, or since before I was born too. But yeah. But I think in the future, or probably the near future, I will be going back to American Samoa because obviously I can't live with my older sister forever. That just is like I either had to move out or me and my twin sister, but obviously that's not going to happen. Where me and my twin sister go and find a place and we live together because we get on each other's nerves, me and my twin sister, and so that's kind of not really believable to try to live together as sisters because that would have been cool, that would have been good. But then obviously that wouldn't work out. I mean, it doesn't work out now because we're stuck in the room together. Me and my twin sister share a room together. And wait, what was I trying to talk about? Oh yeah, I was trying to talk about American Samoa. Okay, so you see this flag right here? I share the room with my twin sister, so this is her stuff right here. But that I got that American Samoa flag. So basically, I'm going back there, or hopefully in the future. Not hopefully, because obviously I do want to. Obviously, my family I do care and well, like care about my family here and will miss them and stuff. I miss all the snacks and food that I get to eat at Walmart and Target, where I work at. All the stores I get to go to. But the reason why I was like thinking like it would be cool to go back to America Samoa because I can try. I have more job experience. I have more job experience, so hopefully that can help me to find a job in Samoa. I don't know, America Samoa, and I can pay my own phone bill there as well. Help mom and dad because my dad's paralyzed now because he had a stroke. I don't know if it was last year or so. I can't remember, but yeah. So my mom she wants to go back to America Samoa because they were only coming to the states because they were helping out, you know, their kids, my siblings, just helping them out. But my mom she wants to go back already to the islands. But yeah, so what's it called? Um, I feel like it would be cool if I go back to American Samoa. Not to, I do have a bittersweet or something relationship with my parents because I was raised by my grandparents, so I don't. I don't have a full connection with my parents, but I do talk to my mom on video chat, so it helps me to, be okay with talking to my mom. Like, and also sometimes, I had a toxic relationship with my parents, my mom, especially work. But honestly, I'm probably gonna need that. I probably need correction, to, be more disciplined and to have more discipline in my life and to not be like this or just doing nothing and just growing older and then not doing much or growing up or growing up to be something or be somebody. So I feel like in American Samoa that will help me be part of my culture more and my Samoan side. And since I'm so balangi and so plastic and stuff, but I'm hoping that my mom will allow me to vlog and record and take pictures and all that stuff. I think she's okay with like where, but the thing is, since I'm unfiltered and stuff, I don't know if she's gonna be okay with me being a vlogger in American Samoa because she's probably gonna be annoyed with it. Um, and it's kind of like walking on eggshells with my mom. She can be cool, obviously, she means well, but she can be kind of hostile, like abusive, I would say. But obviously, I do need the beatings because obviously I need to be corrected and stuff and all that. But we were like talking about stuff like how I'll get their smaller room, the room that they had, they'll have the bigger room, and I can help my mom and dad, with chores and errands, and help mom with dad because now he's paralyzed. So I can try to help them with that, and I get to watch my grandma's grave, and hopefully I can help mom to get grandma's grave situated and updated because she doesn't have a tombstone, like a picture and where it says her name and everything, and I want that for my grandma's grave. So I feel like I do need to go back to American Samoa to help mom with that because nobody's. I feel like I need to get a job in American Samoa, and we have church on Sundays. My mom, she's big on being Catholic, Samoan Catholic at that. Not the Balangi Catholic, but Samoan Catholic at American Samoa and the islands. Um. So yeah, so I'll be going back to church every Sunday. I would have to help with church stuff. They probably have groups, stuff to join or whatever, and choir. Or I don't think I'll be joining the choir. I'm not fluent in Samoan. Unfortunately, maybe it'll help me to practice and to learn to speak Samoan. But I feel so fake trying to speak Samoan. I don't know. I think I can work on it. I can work on it. But hopefully. But yeah. So, but I would like to. I think and my twin sister, she probably can have her own room. You know, this will be her side. She'll have my side. Not my side. She'll have more space to do have her space, and we'll be more at peace with each other instead of being toxic and arguing over the littlest of things. Me and my twin sister and my niece and nephews and my older sister and her husband and his family and stuff. There'll be more peace and harmony. And so I'm not saying I'm the one that's causing quarrels. I mean, I used to, but then I'm trying to keep the peace. It was more like because since I'm also schizophrenic, so there's that. And I kept thinking everybody's like against me, attacking me, or talking bad about me, or etc. Just a lot of mental issues and depressions and all that. But I'm glad that I'm doing better now. So there's that. But um, I guess I would say um, I do plan to go back to American Samoa. I don't know how I'm gonna go back to American Samoa because obviously I'm gonna need the money for that. I had to cancel my cards. I had to cancel a lot of stuff. I paid the internet, so I gotta cancel that. And alright, oh my gosh, what's it called? So my family's. I don't know how they're gonna pay the internet because they won't have internet if I don't pay it. Because I've been paying it since 2018, the internet, Xfinity internet. So it's 2026 right now. So if I go possibly next year, like the end of next year, December, I want to go to at least my nephews, the two nephews, or the older nephews, their graduations first, and then there's no more graduations after that until my other nephew, Osmoni, his graduation in a couple years later. But then his graduation won't probably be until 2030. So I feel like I should be in American Samoa in the islands for a couple years, and then hopefully my mom can try to teach me how to drive. I still do not know how to drive at my big age, but then hopefully I'll learn how to drive in American Samoa. But my mom said that the car doesn't work. The truck where it has our Oberg last name sticker, on our truck, I mean on my parents' truck, that it doesn't work. So I'm like, dang. So I'm like, I'm like that helps with transportation to go to places and etc. And also we need transportation. So the bus. The bus in some American Samoa is actually fun to go to on too. You just pay a quarter or something, and you can take the bus. So I do remember, obviously living in American Samoa, how it's fun to go to town, and and etc. And it gave me